Good afternoon. My name is Jesus Ramirez, and I'm with the Monterey County Substance Abuse Program. And first of all, can I get your full name?
My name's Anthony Oscar Gutierrez.
Okay. And what drives you here?
What drove me here is my addiction to alcohol. The way that I abused it, the way that it controlled my life during my high school years. It's just in general what I would like to get past the phase of my addiction to alcohol.
Okay. And so tell me a little bit about yourself. Do you work? Do you go to school?
Yeah, I attend full-time. I'm a full-time student here at SW-310-08. And then I actually have a part-time job as well. And to be able to balance those things out is hard. And so with balancing these stuff out, it's alcohol. I fall back on alcohol to ease my stress between these two aspects of my life.
And when you say you have a problem with alcohol, what makes you think that? Do you drink excessively? Like how much do you drink a day?
Yeah, for when I say that I have a problem with alcohol, it started when I was in high school, my senior year of high school. I had a lot of stress on my back. I was the first one to graduate high school. At the time, I had a lot of stress saying, am I gonna graduate high school? So I think, what is one way that I could relieve my stress? Yeah, I played sports, I went out of my way, did clubs, but the only thing that I felt really did relieve my stress was alcohol. I would rely all the time on alcohol. And for your next question, when you asked me, do I drink excessively? I'd say on a regular basis where I like to sit down and drink, either by myself or with my friends, I'd say I drink like a 12 to 16 pack beer by myself.
And you mentioned you're currently employed. Are you full-time?
No, I'm actually part-time because of the fact that I'm a full-time student. So I like to make a side money while I'm still going to school. So yeah, and for me, alcohol, when it has to come to deal with work, it's a little problem because of the fact that I need to have a little bit of drinks before I go to work. Because if I don't, I get a little aggressive, and I deal with customer service. So being aggressive with customer service, it's something that those two don't go in handy. Because of the fact that, say a customer is rude to me, if I don't have a couple of drinks before work, they'd get on my bad side and I'd go off. And like on the contrary, if I do have a couple of drinks, I'd say it releases my stress. And once I hear a customer maybe yell at me, I'd take it more at ease. So.
And have you tried to stop these bad habits, or this is the first attempt to try to recover from this alcoholism?
Actually, this is my first time trying to attempt to get away from my addiction, because of the fact that I always believe in second chances. I know this addiction has been going on ever since high school, and now I'm in my second year of college. So between then and now, it's been a long ways for myself. I know I'm not only hurting myself, but I know I'm hurting my family as well. So yeah, it's my first time, and I see it. I see the fact that I'm hurting myself. So that's when I come in and say, what am I doing with my life? Where do I see myself in 10 years? Am I still going to be having the same addiction? Or could I do something in regards to changing my ways?
And as far as support, how are you with your family? Do you live at home, or do you have your own residence? Or?
No, I live like 10 hours away from here, which is Orange County. So just the fact that my parents are that far away, I could only be able to communicate via phone or via text message. So, I mean, those are kind of some of the things that make me wonder, can I tell my parents? Or what are they going to react when I tell them I have an addiction to alcohol? So I try to keep them to an extent. I tell them to a certain point in my life, what am I doing? But then from that point beyond, I try to keep it to myself because I know how they react.
So you would say your family plays a very important role in your life?
Yes. Yeah, they are my point in motivation of why am I here starting college. So yeah, they do play an important role.
Are you the first year in college?
Yes. I'm actually one of the first ones in my family to attend college. But like how I say, I have an addiction. So I think this addiction can get in the way of me graduating college. So this is my first step, trying to accept the fact that I have an addiction.
So you mentioned something about you become frustrated with customers during at work. Do you believe that's more of like an anger management, or is it just did you previously were you like always a little angry, frustrated, or was it just once you started drinking alcohol?
I think it's just mentally for myself. I try to recognize what it is. Like for me, mentally, maybe it's just I think about it. Man, I have to get a beer. Or man, I have to get a shot. Or I have to do this before I go to work in order for me to think that I'm able to deal with customers. Because say for example, I don't have a drink. I think, man, I'm gonna have a bad day. Or if indeed I do have a couple of drinks before I go to work, I'm going to be thinking, oh, I'm more relaxed. I got less stress on myself. When it's just like tobacco, like a lot of people say, oh, I'm going to go have a smoke outside so I could relieve my problems. But when in reality, those problems are still there and they have already smoked a cigarette. So in regards to me drinking, I think it's the same process.
So, what type of programs do you think would work best for you? Like some type of like guidance program? Is it affecting like as far as like your time management? Are you falling behind in just your personal life because of this, or?
I'd say a little bit of both. I'd say I do fall behind in all of this because of the fact that I don't have good time management skills. So, I mean, with work, with school, and this addiction could be overwhelming because I'd say I'm a full-time student and then I work part-time. Where in between? I can't find time in between for myself to find time for myself to be drinking. So, I mean, yeah, it's overwhelming for myself. So.
Okay. Well, it sounds, yeah, definitely some time management would help. So you mentioned this is the first agency you go to?
Yes, yeah, because like I said previously that I believe in second chances. So I'm willing to give myself that extra step, that second chance for me to be able to, probably recover from my addiction. So yeah, this is actually the first time that I'm trying to redeem myself, give myself this second chance.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and take all this information down and try to create a plan that best suits you, because you seem like a very determined individual, very strong and very motivated, and you really want to get over your problems. And I'd be more than grateful to help you out and just be able to empower you and be with you in your path to success. Would you like to set up an appointment for next week?
Yeah, of course. That'll be great. That sounds great because, I mean, like I said, I like to give myself that second chance. Like, for me to be able to do something in life, to recover from my addiction. I just don't want to go beyond the fact that, I try to recover from my addiction, when in reality I did it to a certain extent where I couldn't go beyond. So yeah, I'd like to get a second chance and get an appointment with you.
Okay. All right. Well, it was a pleasure meeting you, sir.
All right. Thank you very much. Have a good one.